Welcome to North Dakota State Stadium. It's the Kansas State Wildcats and the North Dakota State Bison. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
North Dakota State's head coach told me before the game he is taking a 1-0 approach. Even though this team is on a 5-game winning streak and they have an unranked opponent coming into town today, he said all we have to do is keep going 1-0 all year long. If we keep a week-by-week focus, we'll look up and be in the college football playoff. That was his message to the team before this game. Nice?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And North Dakota State will have the football first as their offense heads onto the field. And we'll get a quick look at one of the early leaders for the Heisman. Winning the award as a running back certainly demands something beyond the normal. He's going to have to put together a stellar season, David.
No, he will. And listen, it's hard for running backs to get this award now. It is a quarterback award, but recent years, Ashton Jeanty, you saw him there. But you got to be the catalyst. You got to be the straw that stirs the drink. You got to put up huge numbers. So far, Palmer, he's been a catalyst. He's been great. He's just going to have to keep it going.
And his numbers are pretty good now. I think they have a chance to get even better. When you look at the schedule moving ahead, they're going to have to force feed him the football. He's going to have to play big in those games if they're going to keep winning. So keep an eye on this guy as a Heisman favorite because he's got that kind of ability.
They'll run it from the gun. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. They got to do it again today.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Makes the catch. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And they've got the veteran, this senior quarterback, to guide the ship. He's coming off a tough day in which he threw a couple of interceptions and only one touchdown pass. Leaves it with the back. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really...
He's running free down the middle. He's at the 30. 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Snags it, and there's running room. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? He's got it.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Got his man down the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. New set of downs after the completion. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Could be an alley. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on 2nd down. He's got it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. 1st and goal for the offense. Calls his own number. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
And the offense gets 7 on that drive. And I tell you what, man, like, they got 3. They got some good momentum going. Continued the momentum, creating some big plays. Palmer, this offense feels like right now, early in this football game, that they're in control, that they know what they want to do, and the defense is reeling a little bit.
Yeah, the defense needs a stop bad the next time they come out. They've got to go back. They've got to get on the iPads. They've got to take a look at what this offense is doing to attack them, because they do look like they're on their heels right now. Obviously giving up a field goal early, but now a touchdown. The next time they take the field, they absolutely need a stop.
And the point after is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Out of the gun, the inside give. Still running at the 40. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on, and they wear this defense down.
Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Handoff to the single back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Now on first down from the 30. They're going to ride this running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, only called on twice in the victory last week. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Ground game really important. Let's take a look at how these running backs have fared through 1 quarter of play. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to throw, it's Brady. Gets it out quickly. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Wildcats come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the ground to try to move the chains. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble.
And this defense did exactly what they wanted to do. You forced the...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. With the catch, it's Toure. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Off the play fake. Right on the money. It's been a rough start for these guys, and you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays. Because you know, what do you know in the Big 12? There's always going to be a lot of scoring, right? And they've come up short, but I think as you find yourself throughout the season, you got to realize, I got to build those confidence. I got to make those plays. And once you do it once, and maybe it happens today, you start to build that confidence.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. Hand off from the shotgun. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. Looking downfield, it's Brady. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Kansas State will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Finds a little space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Isaac. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Now on the move. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The give to the running back from the shotgun. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell if he was catching the football, he was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Zings it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. The Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Brought down at the 20. It's a 1st down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Here's a little room there. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They'll snap it off. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. The Wildcats have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Unloads quickly. At the 45 on his way. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Brady. Get it out on the screen. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they take it in for 6 more points. But end it with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. At the 35, he's got room. Makes the grab in their space. Touchdown, North Dakota State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback keeps it. Makes it past the marker. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Brady. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Gage. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Rides the option. He keeps it.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy 1st down.
Kansas State back at it after picking up the 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action on 1st down. Here's a heat. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
And back to the air on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Brady. Lets it fly. And it's caught. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
PAT unit on the field. Oh, and they blocked it. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they closed the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Breaks into the open. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Just enough time to get off 1 more snap. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And it's no good. He missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Missouri taking on the number 7 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Now back to your game in Fargo. And these two defensive game plans have been shredded a long time ago. Feels like it's just hang on and hope for a tip or overthrow or maybe a fumble from these QBs. Elite passers and dynamic rushers. Used to be you had to stop one or the other. Here in this second half, the challenge will again be twofold. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
To the air, it's Brady. Pressure coming. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's piled up 97 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. This time he wants to throw. Got his man on the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on second down. They'll run it from the gun. There's a crease. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give to the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Puts it out of the air. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. The give from the gun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Keep it on the ground. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Quarterback will keep it. Touchdown, North Dakota State. They take the lead here in the second half.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Ball security is so important. Turnovers lose you games, and this guy has put his team in some tough spots. He fumbled last week. He's fumbled again today.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the ball's free in the backfield. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
Kansas State will get things going as they take over on offense. Last time they had it, they put it on the deck. The football was not riveted to their rib cage, Jesse.
Need 5 points of pressure moving forward, no doubt. And I'll tell you, they knew coming into this game that turnovers were going to be critical. They might give themselves a mulligan for that one, David, but that can't keep happening.
Yeah, but don't change who you are and what you are. Don't get gun-shy because of mistakes. I think that usually turns into more mistakes. So keep doing you, keep being aggressive.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He slides and gets the 1st down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the 1st. On the move is the 30. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a thrilling 50-yard run for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt. You cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll move the tight end. Wants to fire on second down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll stop him and get him out of bounds at the 21, just short of the red zone, but they turn in the huge play.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A 1st down run in the red zone. Touchdown, North Dakota State! And the upset still brewing as they answer with a score of their own.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Got a little grass. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. When you've already set your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Looking deep down the right side. He made the catch, past the marker, also past the sideline. He's out of bounds. It'll be 4th down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll take it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's complete to the right. And he's got room. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On the one hand, literally, that was a fantastic catch, but on the other hand, didn't get enough.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of an old basketball analogy, like $1 million move, $1 finish. Nice play, but it didn't get the first down.
Makes the grab. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Leaves it with the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. A designed run for the quarterback. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Going for the marker on the ground. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Final stance of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking to throw, it's Brady. Bringing the heat. He gets away. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Designed runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And he left that one short. Tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Wide open downfield. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. Give to the running back. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Firing to the right, complete. Good throw and catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. With the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Wildcats! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
He'll try to tack on one more. He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. It's complete on the right side.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. They'll try to get it through the air. Hauls it in. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. They're setting up the screen. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll leave it with him. Might have a chance. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. From the gun. Finds his back in the middle. And they get him down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here on the Wildcats sideline, this offense is getting ready to take the field, and they know they are in command. They keep saying, eat, eat. They can't stop us right now. This is a top 10 defense. This is a little bit surprising here today, but guys, I feel all the momentum, all the chemistry and excitement over here with this offense. They just need to play clean football and take care of the ball to make this big upset a reality. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. There he goes. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? The lone back's got it. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. They'll move the wide receiver. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, going RPO in that second down, the idea was they were going to have to throw and try to get a big chunk of yards to maybe get the first or set up third and short, but no problem because your quarterback's playing smart football right now, and he takes off running when no one's there. Now you've given yourself a good chance to convert this third down because of the quarterback's decision making.
Back to pass, it's Brady. Finds his man down the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Well, two things you're thinking about here offensively is, one, you want to take as much time off the clock. But two, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. That defensive front was a stone wall on second down. Now it's third and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Wildcats. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
I think this team knew coming in today they needed to be able to run the football, and they were going to have to get some of that production from the quarterback, and he just broke off his longest run of the game so far. That was critical for his confidence, for this offense's confidence, and right now if you're on defense, you've got to find an answer for this guy.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Escapes the pressure to his right. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick them up and put them down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And that's a nice play by this offense, but, man, they got to go. They got to score 2 times. Nice run. That clock is their enemy, but they need 2 scores, so they got to get some points.
It's first down from the 11. Wants to throw it again. He's got it on the run. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Looking for Pater. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. The clock is at 18 seconds. Hearts are beating fast. The onside kick is coming. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip, for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest. I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
What a battle this game was. Went right down to the end. Number one team in the land gets knocked off. But sometimes this gives you a chance to recalibrate some things, guys.
Yeah, and they're going to have to go back and watch this film and face some tough truths as well, because we know they've got a ton of talent, and this is a team that when they're playing their A game, they look like the best team in the country, David. Consistency, though, is going to be a big thing for them moving ahead.
Yeah, so you got to use this. You got to look at what you did wrong. You got to say, okay, maybe we're not as good as we thought we were. Just because we were number one, that doesn't mean anything until the end of the season, and you're the last guy standing, and you have the trophy. So take this loss, work on some of those things you think you need to work on so it doesn't happen again.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.